Welcome back to Quantum Visions, and in this video we're about to react to the possibility that the $4 million diamond that Queen Elizabeth had was stolen. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe. Let's get it.
Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today.
It may feel like Charles has been king for ages already, but it isn't official until the crown jewels come out. At his coronation next year, the new king will wear a solid gold crown of 400 gemstones, which,
from what I heard, all of them gems you seen in that picture just now was stolen. From what I heard from the people who I heard it from, those were stolen gems. Let's continue.
with the rest of the royal bling in the Tower of London. Among them are some of the most precious jewels in the world, including the 105-carat Kohinoor diamond set into another crown in 1937 for the Queen Mother. But some believe this controversial gem doesn't belong to Britain at all.
Forget reparations. The least it can do is return India's stolen artifacts.
The Kohinoor, it's a part of our cultural heritage. It's something that we treasure.
So is it rightfully
The Kohinoor, this large diamond right here, was stolen from India, and Queen Elizabeth has it. I mean, these people saying that she stole it. It was stolen. I don't know if she physically went over there and got it, but they saying that it's stolen. It's their gem. It's their diamond. It belongs to them. But yet Queen Elizabeth had it. Like, I'm confused. We're in a day and age where people's property is their property. You need to return what is owned to these people, what was stolen from these people. Let's continue.
royals, or is it ill-gotten gains? And if so, should it maybe be given back?
Royal Empires of Dirt, a show about how British monarchs got rich at the expense of everyone else.
Sheesh.
The Kohinoor is one of the largest clear-cut diamonds in the world, about the size of a small chicken's egg. Reportedly mined in South India in the 13th century, its name translates to Mountain of Light in Persian. Verifiable reports of it date as far back as the 18th century, when it was one of the many jewels that was set in the peacock throne of the Mughal Empire in India.
Kohinoor is a 106-carat diamond. It was once the largest diamond in the world. It belonged to various rulers of India.
The Kohinoor changed hands and moved between dynasties in Asia throughout its long history, often as a result of violent looting or as a trophy of war. But in 1849, when the Kingdom of Punjab formally came under British rule at the end of the Second Anglo-Sikh War, the UK claims that the diamond was gifted to Queen Victoria. After it arrived in England, the Kohinoor was shown off to the public at the Great Exhibition in Hyde Park, sat on top of a plush red cushion inside a gilded birdcage. It was supposed to represent the triumph and might of the British Empire. Apparently, the public were unimpressed and complained that they thought it would be sparklier. Talk about ungrateful subjects.
Apparently, from what it looks like, it seems as though it was stolen. I mean, why would you give something to somebody that precious? Like, that's probably one of the only diamonds that they still have in the world that's uncut original. They got these diamonds right now is being manufactured in a lab. That's probably one of the only real diamonds that they have left. Why would you give that to Queen Elizabeth? I don't know. Let's continue.
Today, the Kohinoor remains on display at the Jewel House in the Tower of London over there.
But the most famous showpieces in the tower are the crown jewels, treasures containing stones of great antiquity and beauty.
The royals' right to the gem has been hotly disputed for 75 years, ever since India gained its independence from Britain in 1947, even before Queen Elizabeth.
So in 1947, prior to 1947, the Britons ruled over India. So was it a coerced giving to them oh, if you give me that, you can do this type of thing. You give me that, you can kind of be free, but you got to pay us taxes every year, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way that I can see what it was. It was gifted. But let's continue.
The second took the throne.
It was taken from Lahore, which is the cultural capital of Pakistan. Perhaps some of these things should go back where they belong.
Modern-day borders and the mystery of the Kohinoor's origins mean that India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran have all laid claim and demanded its return, but Britain has rejected them all.
The Kohinoor diamond, are you ever going to return that?
That is a question I've never been asked before. I think I'm afraid to say, to disappoint all of you, I'm afraid it's going to have to stay.
When David Cameron visited India as Prime Minister in 2010, he said the diamond was going to have to stay put, explaining that if he made one return, there'd be nothing left in the British Museum. Yes, David, that's so.
Yeah, that is the point. So you don't, none of that stuff belong to you. Like, you got to give all of that back. Like, of course you're not going to have nothing left in your museum. You holding, these are trophies you holding, stuff that you took from people. So you making it seem like it's stuff that was gifted to you, you found it. No, you took it. That's why you saying that if you give everything back, the museum is going to be empty. Come on, man. Like, what's you about to say?
Everybody's point. In 2016, India's government determined that the British hadn't stolen the diamond, but that it was given to Queen Victoria as a gift. But its possible appearance at next year's coronation, crowning Camilla as Queen Consort, could reignite discussions of its contested ownership and the campaigns for it to be surrendered. After Queen Elizabeth's death, Kohinoor trended on Twitter as Indian users called for the theft to end with her reign. The historic Royal Palace's website makes no mention of the bitter historical dispute over the Kohinoor, saying only that it is a symbol of conquest with a turbulent history.
Facts.
The very fact that an Indian artifact is sitting in the Tower of London in the Queen Mother's tiara, a place where it emphatically does not belong, is a reminder of how it got there.
Not only is the monarchy refusing to acknowledge calls for returns or reparations, it's doubling down to protect what they do have. In 2021, an investigation found that police were barred from searching the Queen's private estates for looted or stolen artifacts after the government granted her a personal exemption from a law protecting the world's cultural property. We don't know what she was so worried about.
Yeah, what was she so worried about? That they were going to find a plethora of things that wasn't supposed to be in there? A plethora of things that was stolen? Come on, man. We all know why she was nervous about it. You know, you can't do that. Yeah, because we're going to find a whole bunch of stuff you ain't sure you're supposed to have.
But you can bet it's not bootleg DVDs.
This is hilarious.
The resistance to open and honest discussion of the costs and spoils of empire and its violence and oppression filters through British society, from the royal family down. King Charles has said that he wants a relatively modest coronation to reflect the diversity of Britain and usher the royal family into a modern era. The new king also has an opportunity to acknowledge the ills of British imperialism, beginning with the Kohinoor diamond.
Britain, if you all didn't catch on, these people want their diamond back. And everything that y'all stole, I understand y'all want to have a museum full of these precious things, but if they don't belong to you, you need to give it back. Amongst a bunch of other things that we can talk about. If y'all want to see more videos like this, hit that like and subscribe. Let's get it.